Hi, friends. Welcome. We're at the Sedgwick County Zoo, and I'm here with Kaylee, one of the zookeepers. And she is actually taking us on a super secret behind the scenes of some of the animals here at the farm location at the zoo. And we have a very special friend with us, and I hear he has a full name and a nickname, Jack or Cracker Jack. But Kaylee is here to tell us all about it.
So like I said, this is Cracker Jack, and we're behind the scenes right now. So if you look behind me, you see the big red barn. So when you come to the Sedgwick County Zoo at the Farms Department, you'll come through the big red barn. And so this is behind scenes because we're on the back side of the barn. We're not on the front side where normal guests come. Cracker Jack lives at the barn, so he's also going behind scenes with us on our little tour behind scenes for everybody. So we're gonna take a little stroll, and I kind of walk and talk. But this is Cracker Jack, and he's 25 years old. He doesn't look like it, but he's full grown also. And if you look at his little feet, he just got a pedicure yesterday. We have a farrier that comes out, and he's a professional, and he takes care of all of our kids here. And so Jack might be a little slow today, but he's little, so we all walk slow like that. But if you kind of see, we're walking, we're all on the back side. This is all, if you were a normal guest, this is what you would be seeing. And we're on the back side. The path that we're taking is what the animals take every morning and every night. So when you see the animals like in the barn or hanging out in Africa or any of the contact yards, when you say hi, you can think of them as they went to school for the day. So they're at school, and right now we're taking the path, so like it's the end of school day. So as we come down here, we're getting close to kind of the end of school where all the fun stuff is. All the animals have their dinner out here. They have a cool playground also. You can also see in front of me, we have that green gate so that no one can escape. Everybody stays here at Farms with us. We don't get in any trouble. We're all good kids. And so if you kind of pan off, you can kind of see this is all behind scenes. So you can see the keeper cars. This is where I parked. I'm the yellow car. I have to be large and in charge sometimes. So we all park back here. And as you come back here, you see this little teeny tiny pasture. Hey, no snacks, sir. So over here, we call this our littles pasture. And this is where our sheep and goats go for the nighttime. And if you look in there, you can see a playground they have. We've already put out their dinner for the night. They have a blue scratcher so they can have big itches. Jack's checking everybody out. We'll go show you now Jack's favorite place to go when it's his time to come out to pasture. So he'll walk out, and we have this long walkway. And this is kind of where the zoomies happen for all the animals. So when they get really excited to go out at the end of the day, this long straightaway is where all the crazy happens. And they just zoom around and cause trouble. And they're really excited for their dinner. And so Jack and his other friends that live at the American barn, they really like this front corner over here by the camel. And so this is where they hang out. And our camel's name is Jamani. And so they'll come out and meet and talk about each other. You see this big old shaded area. That's where they all like to hang out. They'll go roll in the dirt. I like to say they talk about school or if they did anything crazy today. This is kind of where they all hang out. They meet up. And then after they kind of meet up and talk, then we make the big long run all the way out to our big pasture. Our big pasture is a little over 5 acres. And so at nighttime, that's where all the bigs go. So that's the horses and the cows. Some of the donkeys and the mules, they all come out here and hang out. But that's from all 3 barns. That's not just the little guys. So when we come out, normally there'll be big round bale hay. And that's where they get their dinner from. Right now, because it's during, they're all inside at school kind of a deal. So right now we have a bunch of sheep and goats out here that you guys can see. It's okay, Jack. Good job for letting them know.
So do all of the animals get along?
They do. They actually have ones that they prefer to hang out with. So a secret that a lot of people don't know is that Tiger Lily, she's one of our white cows. She really likes our water buffalo, Snuggles, that I heard you guys met earlier. So her best friend actually is Tiger Lily, a cow. And they don't even live at the same barn. So if you guys look, like, this is a lot of room that they get to have. And you can see there's dinner and there's breakfasts out here. There's plenty of shade. If you guys ride the train, sometimes you can see them. There's big old shelters, so if it's snowing outside, they have places to go. But this whole area, they all come out and just do whatever they want. And Jack knows when he comes out here, this is like his fun time. Jack normally eats hay. So these are kind of eaten down, but if you know the big round bales that you guys sometimes will drive by, that's what these guys eat. And they can eat, all of these guys will eat 2 of those in 1 week. So they eat a lot. We don't know exactly what weight it is since they share, but we put 2 bales out once a week.
So tons of animals are out here at night just running around.
Yep.
And then what? When you get back in the morning, you get them wrangled back in?
Yeah, so at the end of the day, we have our end of the day parade and our morning parade. And so at the end of the day, they come out what we just walked. In the morning, what they'll do is where we have the zoomies, they'll all meet in that corridor and they'll all walk up the back road all by themselves, and then they self-sort. So they know where they're supposed to go in the mornings because that's where they get their breakfast. So they really want to get their breakfast. So they self-sort. Sometimes we have troublemakers, but they follow each other and go around and go to their correct places.
Who's the biggest troublemaker?
Let's think. Tiger Lily can be. She
The
kind of
cow?
the cow. Yeah, she's 4, and so she's almost to an adult age, so she kind of thinks she's really big and tough right now. But her mom's still here, so her mom does tell her to stop sometimes.
Is this one always this calm?
He is. He's a really good like entry-level animal, or if we have meet and greets, you can also do equine encounters with the zoo. And he's one of those ones that if you're nervous, we always start with him because he is so mellow and chill. And he's not pregnant. I will say that. We don't call it fat, we call it well-loved. He is well loved. So he's just a little overweight. There's not much we can do about it, but we enjoy him and his company all the time.
So I see some animals out here right now. What's going on with them?
Yeah, so all of these extra animals out here are sheep and goats, and they're all boys, and they're all intact.
Gotcha.
So they're dads.
Gotcha.
And so this is when they have small areas overnight. And then when it's daytime like this is where they get to eat their breakfast, their dinner, and stretch their legs. So they get this whole area to themselves, and at night they come in.
So here's a question coming in here. What got you into, how did you get into being a zookeeper?
So I'm from California. So I went, and I knew from a young age that I wanted to do this. And I remember when I was in high school, I had to write papers, because they always have to write papers when you go to school. And I did a paper on my career. And so that let me dive into more research and more information about it. I went back home in California, did some internships, and then I got a full-time job out here. And I have been here, I'm in my 6th year with Farms, and we've just been causing trouble and having fun out here.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so I kind of grew up with it a little bit, but also did some research in school to learn that that's really what I did want to do.
Awesome.
Yeah, and we're really cool because we have a lot of like heritage breeds, and we can do a lot of hands-on contact. I'm sure you guys have seen different animals around the zoo, and you don't get to actually like pet and hang out with them. So that's something that I really like about Farms, is I can hang out and interact with the animals, and I can interact with kids and have all these cool sessions.
So you know what young kids are always asking, how do you clean up all the waste?
Yeah, so there's a lot behind me. There's probably a ton we can't even see. We actually have to get trained to drive tractors. And so what we'll do is we'll drive a tractor out here, and it has a disc on the back, and it'll actually break it up. So all of this stuff, it stays out here, and we just break it up so that it goes into the soil and makes the soil really rich. In when they're in school and on exhibits, that stuff we have to pick up. So it looks really clean and pretty for everybody.
Gotcha. Oh, here they're running.
Yeah, those are all goats right there running. And then we have some that are only 6 months old, and we have some that are in there that are like 7 years old. And they all get along with each other. They have a few couple days of trouble, you know, and then once they figure out who's the boss or who's going to be the one in charge, then they all calm down.
So they stay out here most of the day and
Yep,
night.
they're out here the whole day, and then at nighttime when these guys come out is when they go in.
I love how they get to hang out and, you know, they're not just in there all day.
Yeah, so a lot of people, that's why we were kind of cool to show you guys that you guys sometimes don't always get to see this behind the scenes extras.
Well,
That they don't always hang out inside.
what kind of advice would you give these awesome young students here if they wanted to, you know, learn more about the zoo?
I think if you guys want to learn more about the zoo, you definitely can take classes. You can also see if there's cool books you can learn and read about. Sometimes you can find cool videos. Anything like that, just extra stuff to learn about is always good. And then when you get really big and strong, then you can work on like volunteering and stuff.
So there are some volunteer opportunities.
There are volunteer opportunities. There are classroom of all ages, all sizes. You can do it in the summertime. We have them year round. So it's not just only at this time frame.
Well, this seems like a great time for you classrooms to take a selfie with Jack and Kaylee here. So we'll go ahead and pause and we'll let you get set up so you can take a little selfie with these two.
He's ready. He's so excited.
He's excited.
Smiling. I know he is.
All right, and I'm going to get a little close up now of Jack for you kids. Look how cute he is.
Those ears are listening too.
Oh, hold on, let's fix this. There we go. Sorry. There, we're back. There, see how excited he is? Wow. Jack, can you look up here, buddy?
He's gonna say hi to the camera.
Well, we wanted to say thank you to Sedgwick County Zoo for a wonderful day. Thank you all for joining us, and we'll see you at an adventure soon. Any last words for him, Kaylee?
Nope. Have a good day. Enjoy your summer when it comes. When it comes.
Bye, kids. See ya. Have a good one.